Oh yeah.
This is a Ryan Little production.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Fordy Runs. If this is your first time at Fordy Runs, make sure you smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page to join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things down there. Right, Nike Pegasus Zoom 2 Turbo, whatever you want to call them, and the Zoom Fly 3. We're going to be comparing these two, so let's get stuck in. So here we go guys, the difference between the two, firstly the most noticeable thing is the fact that this has got Zoom X in it and React, and this has just got React in it. I'm talking about the midsole by the way. The other difference is this doesn't have a carbon plate, this does have a carbon plate. The area around the heels are kind of similar in the fact that they slip away from your Achilles, which is nice and cool, and this whole area is actually designed very similar. The only sort of difference, obviously you can see that I think, is the fact that this has like a full length bootie in it, a multi-layered bootie. This has a separate neoprene tongue and the bootie stops about here. This thing is all the way down, but both are super comfortable. I actually dig this probably a little bit more on the Zoom Fly. They both have a lacing system that locks you down into the midsole. It's connected up. This one feels more locked in at higher speed, I would say, versus the Turbo 2. I did notice at higher speed that this felt more locked in than this. Maybe that's my lacing, I don't know, but this definitely felt more locked in at speed. With regards to the outsole, I did the video before, this is sort of resembles the Next Percent. This is great for me on the trails and they're not really trails, but more sort of the canal road, what's the best way to say? Yeah, towpaths, there you go. On the towpaths where these, better on the tarmac, nice and sticky. Not ran either in the wet yet, just a heads up, so that'll be interesting. Looks wise, this is a killer. This absolutely looks spanking. This is a great looking shoe, but this looks awesome. Yeah, where do we start? Right, this shoe is awesome if you're looking to go fast. It's got the carbon plate and it's great for 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. But the Zoom Turbo is awesome for running fast, but long distances and everything else. You can do slow pace runs, medium pace runs, fast pace runs, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40K in these, and it'll feel great. They're light enough, they're breathable enough, they've got great cushioning in them, but they've got the React technology, so you're still getting a bit of propulsion, which is nice. These guys feel great, but I think over half a marathon for me, I don't know how comfortable they'll be. These things just eat up miles. One thing I did notice between the two, if you look, this has got a much, I mean, it's deceiving because of the coloration, but this footprint here, it's wider and it just gives you more support. There's definitely more support that I noticed in the Pegasus Turbo 2s versus the Zoom Flies. I did notice when I was running slower in the Zoom Flies that my kind of foot was moving about a bit. Now I'm a neutral runner, but I did notice in these, it wasn't that I was overpronating, but it just felt like I was a little bit. As soon as I got up to like a more faster, harder run, I didn't notice it. Maybe because I was, I say, the carbon was and the React was just banging me along. But yeah, I just, not that I was unstable, but I did notice at slower speeds that I wasn't as secure, if that makes any sense. Don't get me wrong, you're meant to be running fast in this shoe, right? So that's as much as my own fault, and I've got a bad running style and all that kind of stuff. But I would say at lower speeds, this thing's a bit, not dangerous, but it's just something to bear in mind. If you're not a real neutral runner, just be careful with this. Where this thing, you can just go slow, fast, whatever, run backwards, everything. It just eats it up. And that's why, for me, the Turbo 2 is the winner out of these two. Don't get me wrong, I love this shoe and it's great, and I will be wearing it for my fast-paced runs and all that kind of stuff. 5K, park runs, all that. But the standout shoe here is the Turbo 2. It just does more. You're getting more value for money. Yeah, and I mean, like I say, I could comfortably run a marathon in this, where I couldn't, I don't feel, in this. And I couldn't necessarily run let's say I was pacing someone on a 2 hour half marathon. This might get a bit on my nerves. I don't know how stable I would be in this. Where this thing, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So if you're looking between the two as a comparison, personally I would go for the Pegasus Turbo 2 over that. If you can afford both, great. But yeah, for me, the standout winner is the Turbo 2.